Now, this MigraKet, this is thereby designed to have at least 50% of the formulation is the fuel source we need for the brain, so the ketone bodies, so that some of the glucose in the brain can be replaced with ketone bodies. Now, ketone bodies are also anti-inflammatory. They're free radical catchers. They're potent antioxidants. When you burn them, you also produce less oxidative stress. So they're reducing oxidative stress on many levels. They're also reducing hyperexcitability in the brain. So they're quite a positive alternative source.
The origin of the keto diet was to treat epilepsy, and it was discovered that the Greeks knew that if you got kids with epilepsy and you starved them, that was a way to control the epilepsy. But obviously, that's not a long-term solution.
The ketogenic diet came about. And
it's a fasting mimicking diet, and it turns out that it's the ketones that are the big thing here. So there's a long history of the ketogenic diet going, well, it goes back to the Greeks, but in the last 100 years, it was discovered and then it's been forgotten with the medication, but it's of fundamental importance. So ketone bodies, tick. Next.
Yes, so ketone bodies, but here, this is not by the diet or by the liver making them. So we make them in the lab, or actually, this is again when it comes to bacteria, it's bacteria that are fermenting, that are basically making the ketone bodies for us. We flush them away, and so it's in the human identical form. Very important. Everything we have here, then comes the B vitamins. All the B vitamins are methylated forms, the human identical forms, not what you would get from your plant, but what is the version that the body can use. And this is why it's also so expensive to make. Then we have a bit of ketogenic amino acids, leucine and lysine, just because it's been shown that the brain can actually make some ketone bodies. The astrocytes can make some ketone bodies from the ketogenic amino acids in the brain. That's why we put these in. Then vitamins A and D, you probably know, they're also important for metabolism, for immune health, for a lot of different things, for brain signaling and so on. So we put some of these. Now, these are fat-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins we've dosed a little bit more conservatively because they can accumulate over time. Then we have magnesium. Magnesium has also been started in randomized controlled trials. So we have those very high doses. So if you take the 2 sachets at 600 milligrams, which is needed for migraine. In the B vitamins is the riboflavin, which has been shown in many migraine studies to be beneficial at 400 milligrams, which is 15,000 times the daily dose. But that's the dose that it seems to be necessary for migraine. And then we talked about antioxidants. This would be CoQ10, vitamin C, vitamin E. There we have the mixed tocopherols, which is very important. We don't want the isolated form of vitamin E. There's many different ones. So we have all of them in there. And we have a lot of names that you might have never heard of, which are the trace minerals, which are usually completely neglected, but they're also necessary for a lot of stuff. So that's molybdenum, this is boron, this is chromium. These are these kind of like very small minerals that we also need. And then we have L-carnitine that helps shuttle fatty acids into the mitochondria to make energy, which can also be a problem and has been shown to be beneficial in migraine. And then we have taurine, which is beneficial for the liver. We have choline. We have so many different things in there that are needed for a healthy metabolism. So it's supposed to be made as a one-stop metabolism shop. And the beauty is our customers do not need to take another multivitamin on top of this. This is basically all they need in one sachet. So that's how it was designed, firstly for me, selfishly, of course, and then hopefully also for other people. It's all human identical, so no systemic side effects. It's vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, under 1 grams of carbs, so absolutely keto-friendly, no artificial flavors. Swiss science, but we're now making it in the US. And these are all the ingredients for anybody who wants to take a screenshot that we just talked about. No sugar in there, just stevia, and it's working.